It's Saturday, the 2nd of September 2017, and this video is about walking from the Saddington Tunnel along the Grand Union Canal to the Saddington Reservoir. This is Saddington Tunnel, 808 metres or 883.6 yards long. And there it is. This is a view inside the tunnel, which normally you can only get by being on a boat, but I'm leaning off the bank of the canal and holding the camera out. So anyway, that's the Saddington Tunnel, and that is the canal going off towards Saddington Bridge. Right, so first thing, go up these steps up to the towpath. And there is the towpath. Just facing the tunnel again to show you this sign, and now we're walking this way though. Right, coming up to Saddington Bridge. So it's not called Saddington Bridge, it is bridge number 72, built in 1917, and it's called Smeaton Road Bridge. And this is the other side of it. Once you've walked underneath it, if you turn round, this is what you see. And way out, because if you walk underneath it from this way, turn right, you come up onto the Smeaton Road, which is probably why it's called Smeaton Road Bridge. Okay. Got a bit of towpath erosion here. There's some boats moored further ahead. Hello, Tucky. Hello. This is a wide bit of the canal where boats can actually turn round if you don't want to go under the tunnel. Right, now a bit of history. This is the Grand Union Canal, if I didn't say that before. Saddington Reservoir, where we're going to, isn't a drinking water reservoir. It's a reservoir to keep the Grand Union Canal at the right level. So at some point down here, what they call the feeder, which is the water from the reservoir coming into the canal to keep it topped up, is down here, and then that's sort of like right angles to the canal, and at that point the canal goes over a little bridge, aqueduct. Don't know if it's big enough to be an aqueduct, but it is a water carrying bridge, and the bridge is there for the so it didn't cut the farmers' land into. There's a bit more erosion here. So what we're going to do is go down the little path by the side of the canal and go under this bridge and come out by some fields, more or less follow the feeder back to the reservoir. Just saw a really nice dragonfly then, but I don't know where it's gone. Bit of a bend in the canal there. Right, here we are at that's the bridge. Those walls there are the bridge. There and there. So this in the hedge is the stile that we need to climb over, and I'm not very good at climbing over stiles, but we'll have a go. Okay, we're over the stile in my clumsy way, and we just walk down the side of the canal, very narrow just here. Quite often vegetation growing across it, including thorns, but it's not too bad at the moment. So we go down here. Doesn't look like it's a very well used bit of path, but anyway, we go down here. Oh, and another stile. Right, we're over the stile. So down here, farm track that way, and that's Smeaton Westerby in the distance. Those houses there are Smeaton Westerby. Or some of Smeaton Westerby. Right, so here's a gate and a bridge. So through the gate, easier than stiles. Close the gate. Right, so this is the bridge that carries the canal over this road. Built in 1949. So I don't know what they did before then. So under the bridge. Another gate. Through the gate and close it again. And then turn left. Right, this here, I think it's the feeder. See, it's got water in it, and it goes off down there. But the footpath goes this way. Even so, we're roughly walking beside it. Okay, so we're walking along this path, and there are a lot of cattle in this field. I hope they're all cows and not bulls. Oh dear, standing right across the footpath. Any of you like bulls? Oh, maybe that big one, white one, isn't a bull. Hello mate, do you mind if I just walk past you? Hey, thank you. Hello. Right, through this gate, farm track goes up there, but we're following this footpath here. Right, that's where we've come from, and we're still going this way. Another gate here, open gate. This tree is good for sitting on for a few minutes to catch your breath. I'm sitting on this tree for a few minutes. This is the view all around. So we're going that way towards those trees. And you come to this little bridge. Presumably this was a signpost once that said something. So this little bridge goes over the feeder, which is the water channel that feeds the Grand Union Canal in this area. So we go over this bridge. That's the feeder down there. You can see water in it. The canal isn't needing any water at the moment. But if it was, this water would be running down here quite quickly. And so we go over this bridge. Bit of a jump here. And this stile here, this little bridge and this little stile here, is the way back to Saddington village, and it's actually this walk called the Leicestershire Round, but we're not going that way. We're going that way. Unfortunately, some loud motorbike noise from near the reservoir in my soundtrack. Usually nice and peaceful down here. Right, we need to get down on that lower bit. So you either walk along there and skid down the grass, or you go down here. Bramble caught my shirt. Right. So we're getting near the reservoir now. It's a beautiful, peaceful quiet area this is. But unfortunately today we seem to have someone on a motorbike bombing up and down the road. Aeroplane noise above, but I don't know if you can hear the sound of the water as we get closer. So we come onto this little bridge here, step over this bit, and there's water going to the reservoir. So it goes down there and then along where those reeds are, down there. There's another signpost here that doesn't say anything. And then this is another way the water can get. There's a way out of the reservoir and it comes rushing down here as well. So we've got two choices to get to the reservoir. We either go along that footpath there, or we go across that little bridge there and up those steps. But today I think we're going to go across this little footpath here. I really need to do another YouTube video when it's been raining hard and there's water rushing down here. Okay, so this is Saddington Reservoir. That's the depth marker, which is out of the water at the moment. And that's Saddington Sailing Club. Quite a lot of little yachts there. Swans over there. So this is the side of the sailing club here. So we go down these steps here. Onto the road. Saddington Sailing Club, private. Boats. This is where they launch the boats, down this ramp. And some fishermen. Nice little beach there. Could be at the seaside there. Quite a big beach there, wouldn't it? When there's not a lot of water in the Resi. Right, coming back down the road again towards the sailing club. Right, this is the alternative way back home. So we went up there and now we're going down these steps and over this bridge. And then back the way we came. Hope you enjoyed the little walk from the Saddington Tunnel along the Grand Union Canal to the Saddington Reservoir. I'm actually not going to go back the same way. I'm going to follow the Leicestershire round route back to Saddington village, because there's a nice pub and a nice church there. So over this little bridge, through this little gate, closes itself, through past some sheep. They're Jacob sheep, aren't they? That one is. Some of them are Jacob sheep. So through this field. this little gate here. And here's a nice little stile to sit on for a few minutes and enjoy the view. Nothing but sheep to be seen. And nothing in the soundtrack, no aeroplanes, no motorbikes. Right, well, we've got to walk up this quite steep hill to start with. Well, we got to the top of the hill, and now here it goes down and then back up again. But that's Saddington village in the distance. The white building's the pub. Right, this is the next gate. Still says Leicestershire round on it. And this field. And a couple of horses. But if I was to zoom up there, I'll be showing people's private houses, so I won't do that. So we'll walk up there and I'll show you the pub and the church. Right. Here's the next one. And you come into this little passage, goes back into Saddington. Fight your way through all these stinging nettles. Gonna get stung. I've got a short sleeve t-shirt on. This is the pub in Saddington. It's an Everard's pub called the Queen's Head. Has wonderful views down the to the back of the reservoir. And I should really come here a lot more often than I do, but I'm on a diet at the moment, and the food is so good in here. It really is good. This is a church. Very nice church in Saddington. And you get a view of the reservoir from the churchyard. Yeah, you get a view of the reservoir from the churchyard over there. So that's it then. End of walk.